Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Well, I want to speak to the general lawlessness of Oakland and Alameda County. Uh, I started noticing that it's very dangerous to walk or go anywhere for over a year now. And it started a year ago. Here in East Oakland, I had a green light, I had the walk signal, and this car came out of nowhere. And he had the red light, and he just blew through the red light. I literally had to run to get across the out of his path, and he just barely missed me. And a lot of people were screaming, "It's like, get out of the way! What do you think I'm trying to do?" And then last night, the Alameda County Board of Supervisors, they voted in favor of declaring a state of emergency on homelessness and also lawlessness here. And what that does, that's going to bring in more resources from the state and federal level, meaning that they're going to be seeking funds and also personnel. So that means more CHP officers could be brought in to serve our community. Also, that is saying that they're going to hire more 911 operators. They have added another uh, uh, academy, police academy, or deputy sheriff's academy to bring in more officers, deputy sheriffs. So Alameda County is stepping up and doing something, whereas here, Shang Tao again is defending her position, and it was stated yesterday that um, LaRon Armstrong was cleared of all wrongdoing, and so um, they actually recommended that he be reinstated, and so. Um, the media has already asked Shang Tao about that, and Shang Tao has made it a personal issue, and she's sticking by her decision uh, that she says, I will not rehire him. Even if he's on the list, I will not rehire him. She made it very clear that she does not want what's best for the community and actually what's best for her stupid administration. So, uh, I mean, right now, uh, we have people that are getting hit on their bikes intentionally. It's kind of like a game of whack-a-mole to some of these people. That I remember when I lived in the Grand Lake area, I refused to ride a bike around the lake. In the street area, even in the bike lanes. My wife, who was brave enough to occasionally take her bike out and go around the lake in the bike lane, uh, would come back and said, "Man, she had so many near misses that she was afraid to go out again." And so that's why she stopped riding a bike, and we ended up selling our bikes because it wasn't safe. And that was way back in 2004, 2005, around that time zone. And so it's only gotten worse. And now, uh, just when I ride with ride shares like Lyft or with my friends, I'm noticing a general state of lawlessness here with people behind the wheel. Uh, uh, what I mean is that they blow through red lights. They come up along and squeeze alongside in the emergency lane, or they're making a lane, between the median and you, uh, and to get by you because they don't want to wait at the stoplight, and then they just go on by and just blow through the light, and you're thinking, well, yeah, they must be being chased by somebody. And it's like, look around and they're not being chased. And so there's just a general state of lawlessness. And then there's been times I go into a grocery store and I see people uh, stuffing food or just not even stuffing it down. They just grab it and run out the door. And you know, guards guards can't shoot them because they didn't have a weapon. They didn't make a threat. They just took merchandise. Armed guards, they can't do anything. It's kind of useless unless there's consequences for these criminals that are just blatant in their act nowadays. They don't even care. They look at you and they'll just say, "You call the police, I'll shoot you." Just like what happened in Berkeley yesterday. The guard at the store that was being burglarized, he was not an armed security guard, and they told him, "You call in to Berkeley police, we'll shoot you dead." And so he didn't call in, but they held him at bay at gunpoint. And so right now, armed thieves are hitting Berkeley, but they're also finding that Berkeley responds very quickly. They're not like Oakland that takes 2 to 24 hours, to respond to a call. Berkeley responds to a call in minutes. And they have some personnel there, and also you're not too far away from the police department uh, and the substation there at near the Berkeley Marina. Uh, but we see nothing but sideshows right now here in my neighborhood. We have a new business that moved in here, which is an illegal gambling outfit here, and the people there uh, have brought in a level of lawlessness that is unmatched. Uh, for the last few nights, we're having to deal with some idiot with his brand new Camaro. He's wearing out the tires. Seeing how fast he can wear those new tires out before they probably repo that car. But he's been tearing it up. The streets are all marked up with his burnouts from one end of the street to another, plus the donuts that he's doing with it. So that he's not planning on having that vehicle for the long haul. I mean, he's doing everything to destroy that vehicle uh, inside of 1 year. I mean, and then we have the speeding. Uh, we have 25-mile-an-hour zones and people driving 60 in them, and right over the speed bumps. We see this right here locally at 75th Avenue. We had a near deadly head-on collision just a few months ago. So um, things are pretty bad here, and Shane Tao, she needs to come up with some ideas, and it's gotten this way because of Shane Tao and her refusal to bring back former police chief LaRon Armstrong. But right now, Oakland is just in a general state of lawlessness. And I was out today, and those of you that know me, I am a carrier. I do have everyday carry. Uh, Plus, I have my OC spray and then my martial arts. So uh, I'm well covered when I go outside the doors these days. And uh, more and more people, more of you out there, I know, are feeling the pressure of crime and the threat of crime and the threat of being robbed or hurt. And only thing I can say is, um, if you do decide to carry without a license, be very careful. I mean, be very careful. I know a lot of people that do carry that are not licensed. For myself, I don't worry because I am licensed, and it will show up when they run my serial number on my weapons. So I don't know what the mayor's going to do to get us out of this situation. And her and former Mayor Libby Schaaf created this situation. And then Mayor Shane Tao, Nikki Fornutato Bass, Carol Fife, Rebecca Kaplan are all responsible for the uptick in crime that we've seen, because they were the ones who early on were just screaming, defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. When the next vote comes up, you need to remove all of those characters. Mayor Shangtao, goodbye. Nikki Fornutado Bass, she's terming out, so she can't run for re-election. But she's likely to run for the mayor's office because Shangtao's doing such a crappy job of it. And all that would be doing is going from one bad administration to another bad administration, because you look at Nikki's record, there's nothing good about that record either. Again, another politician that plays a lot of lip service and very little service. So we need to have good candidates come up. I'm going to try it again when 2026 rolls around. I'm going to run, and so I'm letting you know right now, it's not an easy race, and there's a lot of dirty politics here in Oakland and a lot of hurdles to jump through. But with your support, we can make a change, bring back a great city, a city of prominence that Oakland once had. And that's what I plan on doing. I have a vision for you, the Oakland residents, and the city of Oakland. We don't have a vision with the current mayor. We don't have a vision with the city council. All they're doing, they're too busy putting out fires, and fires that they created. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.